What is going on, everybody? The Mighty Soundwave here, and I like trains, and I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video that I'm going to show you my first impressions and my thoughts on Battlefield 3. Now, I just got downloading the beta a couple hours ago, and I got to play it for a little bit, and I gotta say, I actually had a pretty fun time playing it, but I also did find a couple flaws about it. Not bad flaws, I mean that it's not fun. I mean flaws as in, glitches that DICE needs to repair before they actually release the game. Before I share on how I feel about the game, I'm just going to share about the glitches. DICE can get their, their heads on, like, okay, here's a couple, I'm going to go fix that. So I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed any of the ones that I noticed, but I sure, noticed a couple. Now, the main one that I'm going to basically mention that's at the top of my head is I fell under the map once. And I'm not mad at it, but, I was going over to either defend a bomb or plant a bomb, I'm not really sure. And I fell under the map. Me and a couple other guys, we just mysteriously started sinking into the ground and we went under the map. I looked over, I see a guy just kind of moonwalking in the sky like a pro, and I am sitting there doing the exact same thing. And I was like, screw this. So I was going to take a grenade and kill myself if that was even possible, but somehow, don't know how this happened, some guy on the other team managed to kill us. If you guys could explain that to me, I really don't know, but we were under the map, he was above the map, and he killed us. So that happened, and like every other game, I'm not really sure if you guys have this, but whenever a new game comes out, it seems to tend to freeze a lot. And this game froze. It froze a couple times, where I'd have to actually go restart my PS3, and it did freeze a couple times to where I'd like, do I have to restart it or not? Then it's normal, and it would be back to normal again. But it had two main freezes. Like, I was gonna go start a game and it just loaded on a black screen and the sound stopped, and I'm like, oh geez. So I went up, I restarted my PS3, then played for all, it's all good. And then it froze a little bit ago, and after that I'm like, I'm just gonna make my first impressions video just because I'm like, small little break, I had enough time played. And I was basically ADS in the middle of a gunfight and it freezes, and I'm like, I was on my Skype call with my friend, like, hey, are you froze? And he's like, no. So, that happens when a new game comes out. So, and then another main glitch, I was holding one of my guns, I do believe it was the M16A4 in my hands, and I couldn't aim down my sights, I could only hip fire. I don't know why, but I just got up from being prone, and a lot of people like to be prone in this game. I kind of found that out a little bit today as well. And I couldn't aim down my sights. I don't know what was going on, so I switched my pistol and switched back, and I was able to aim down my sights again. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if there's a button I pushed to make that so I couldn't aim down my sights, or if I put on a bayonet or something. I really don't know. I don't know why it happened, but it definitely did. And another small little glitch that's not too big of a deal, but it should be known. I was aiming down my sights, and then it would glitch me over to the left a little bit. I would sort of lag, but not lag. It glitched over to the left. I don't really know why that happened, but I don't believe there was aim assist, because if I was told correctly, there is no aim assist in this game, and if there was, I wouldn't even notice it at all. But my friends told me there was no aim assist, so I don't know if it was that or if it just glitched, but that's a little fact that needs to be known. And then my feelings of the game. I got to play it. At first, I'm like, man, this game isn't really that cool. I don't really know why anybody wants to buy this, because I do know a couple people that are going to be buying it. Camping Carl is going to be one of them. He said, I'm definitely getting this. It's the best multiplayer experience that I've ever played. And I'm like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. So I'm like, I definitely got to give it a chance, I don't like to not give things chances. I'm not going to judge a book by its cover, or a game, for that matter. Or judge a case by its cover, I guess you could say. So I gave it a try at first. I was like, this game really isn't that cool. It's kind of hard to kill people, or it's I don't know, it's just hard to see, and the recoil is just a little bit weird. But after I played it for a while, I was like, this game is actually not bad. It's actually a pretty fun game. But I'm not really convinced if I'm going to buy it or not. I still haven't, made that final decision. I got to use a couple guns. I used the AKS-74U, the AK-74M, the M16A4, and the M4A1, and I do believe I picked up the sniper, and I had a shotgun in my hand at one time. Now, for some reason, this is just what I've been choosing. When you get a game, you just kind of stick with one gun, or actually in this game, you have to stick with two guns, because you don't go on, let's give a good example. I don't like to use, Call of Duty for an example, but let's say you start on USA and the other team is Europe. I'm just using an example. I don't know what the other team name, But in USA, you have to use an M16 or a shotgun. And on Europe, you can only use the AKS-74U. Like, you can't use the same gun. You can't say ahead of time, I'm using my M16A4, because I said that one time, but I couldn't. It was not an available option for me to use. So and that's not actually not really a bad idea, because when you serve for one team, you get a small choice of weapons. You don't get whatever you want. So I thought that was kind of cool. But where was I now? I got to use a couple guns, and I just stuck with the M16A4, and I did unlock the ACOG sight for it. And that was probably the gun I probably used most of this evening. And it was a pretty fun game, and I actually went on a really nice kill streak at the end here. If you guys are sticking around till the end, or whatever clip I'm showing, I don't know. I'm making the commentary first, and then I'm putting the video or a clip or whatever it is. But I go on a big kill streak. I do believe I get a couple kills, and the melee attack. That's just so amazing to me. Like, you go up to a guy and you get him in the back, and you just take him and you stab him in the throat. I mean, it's just so violently cool. So, that's pretty much it. And basically, this commentary is coming to an end right here, and I'm just gonna close on out right here. And the Mighty Soundwave here, and I'm signing out. Goodbye, everybody.